y'all, I'm Laura with Hot Fan Media, and today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the headlights on a 2014 GMC Sierra. Let's get to it. Normally here in the shop, we would try to resurface before we replace. And I have a video tutorial where I show you how I resurface headlights. The reason why we're replacing these instead is there are hundreds of little hairline cracks. And on the other side, there's a very big crack. So even though you resurface it and it could look very shiny new, you would still have those cracks in it. This shape of headlight actually goes for a few different models and ranges of years. But I also want to go through my process of learning how to replace a headlight that you never replaced before if this is not the headlight that you have. And I have 3 tools that I really like for this job. This light gets up under and this pushes the other piece up, but not everybody has this. It's a little bit of a specialized tool. So I also like to use these pry tools, and this is my favorite screwdriver for little pop things because it's like the perfect sized head to get right in those small spaces. First step is to take this plastic cowl off. So we have 10 of these plastic pops to remove. I'm going to go ahead and start with this one on the furthest corner. So you just get your screwdriver in and kind of wiggle it around. And once you've got that one pulled up all the way, you then have to pry around the base. And there you go, it's not broken. These break very easily, very often. I keep a set of different size pops. If you break one and you don't have any replacements, it's not that terrible. In situations like that, you want to put the ones that are not broken on the edges and leave wherever your broken one here in the middle somewhere where it's not going to be needed as much. Wow, normally at least one breaks, but we got them all out. Okay, now we're gonna remove this. It comes right off. Now that the cover is off, you can get to this bolt right here. There's 2 to remove, one here and one here. When you have your brand new headlight, you can see and match up with the old headlight where the screws go. So this screw goes here and this screw goes here. But you can also look at the bottom and see that it's going to sit into 2 holes right here. So when I pry out, I want to be watching all of this. And it's going to have a little bit of a lip thing holding on to this. You can usually tell what you're going to be getting into from the brand new headlight. I have a 10mm socket here and my drill. I think I need an extension for that. I'm just gently feeling around, looking around. You want to get this lip right here over the grill because that is going to keep it from coming out. This right here. Got a few plastic pry tools here so that we don't scratch paint. I'm just poking around a bit. When it comes to plastic things, it's really important to be careful, especially around paint. No, this one does have a screw here at the bottom. We got to go through the wheel well. And this was why I was being very careful. If I had just been hulked it and just ripped it out, I could have destroyed some things. So now we're going to have to unscrew 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts and pop little pops to just kind of pull this down a little bit. I don't really want to remove this whole piece because it's difficult to get put back in. I hate this design. I think it's stupid. Oh, I should have taken that extension off. Doing things the hard way. Oh, I just broke that, I'm sure. Did I? I did not. Happy day. That one's gonna come out. That is a bolt right there. That and that. 10mm, but I'm not gonna be able to get my drill back there. What are you still holding on to? It's got a bolt down here. It's not even holding on to anything. There's no reason for this bolt to be here. So I'm gonna have to take out every single pop. This wheel well is attached in many places that you can't get unattached very easily. Is literally attached to all these wiring harnesses back here. So if you're working on this specific vehicle that I'm working on, it's going to be difficult. It's deep in here, this bolt. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to video, but yeah, if you're feeling the frustrated vibes, it's because I am. Very attached here at the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and take these lights out. They just turn like this, and you just pop them out. Okay, that's it. It's hooked. It's hooked into this. So now we need to get all of these bulbs moved onto this guy. So we're going to undo a few of these that weren't open. Take off these stickers. We're going to start with these ones right here. I already made sure that all of these are working. You want to make sure that you put even pressure on them so that they don't break when you're trying to put them in. Sometimes aftermarket headlights can be difficult to work with because the holes won't be perfect and you have to go in and cut pieces out. So hopefully we won't have to do that with this. You can see the different sized wings, and then you just look at your hole and you match them up, and then you turn them clockwise. These have to be unplugged, and so you just want to lift this tab and pull them out. Like that. Oh, and this one's different. We're gonna push that button down right there, like that. That is the same, it's just a different kind. Okay. Okay, now we only have this one left. It's a little bit smoky, so I'm just gonna replace this with a new one. Okay, make sure that they light up before we screw this headlight back in. So I've turned the headlights and the brights on and the caution lights, and that little guy is lighting up, so we're good to stick her in. I really like to keep these plastic sheets on to the very end, but I'm just going to curl out the edge so that it doesn't get stuck where I can't reach it. And then we're going to line these up with their respective holes and try to get it scooched in. Oh! Okay, I was being gentle. This part was difficult. I had to get a pry tool in and pry this panel out so that the panel slides in right here. So I had to pry the bumper out to go just inside this. If I had known it was there, I would have been keeping a tool here, putting a little pressure coming out. But now it's finally in, and we are going to put the bolts back in. When you go to tighten your bolts, you want to make sure that it's where you want it. So I'm just going to put a little pressure on it and screw it down. I don't want that to come out that far, so I'm just going to back it out to where I want it to sit. Oh, was it just a snap? Let's see. Now, I think this is something of an adjuster. I'm going to leave it like that. And that's it. This is one of my very least favorite types of headlights to do. It's a very, very difficult and frustrating repair. But hopefully knowing that going into the project will help you out a little bit. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a like. And as always, we will answer as many questions as we can in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the shop.